Hey guys, welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name's Jason McCree, and today I'm gonna be starting a new series for you guys. It's gonna become a real long one on my It's gonna become a real long series on my YouTube channel. We're starting a series called Vent With Me, and literally we just gonna be talking, y'all. Like, we just gonna be talking about whatever I feel like making that video about, and I'm gonna try to get these out at least once a week. So we're gonna have my videos coming out on Monday, and then probably this video coming out on like a Friday. Not too sure on what day. Whatever day this first video comes out, that's the day this is gonna come out every week. But to start off, for this first vent with me, we're gonna be talking about college, y'all. I try to say it enough as I can just to make sure you guys know like what be going on in my life at least enough. But I am in college. I go. I'm not gonna say where I go because some people are creepers. But I study social work, and I'm in my sophomore year right now. So second year of high school. Second year of college. But college, I'm not gonna lie, it's not for the weak. Like, if I were to try and say, college can be for anybody, like, that would be a lie, because when I first started, it was so hard. Like, with high school, they give you that schedule. They set you up in that time frame, in that bracket. I mean, you can set up your college schedule however you kind of want. You can schedule your classes, make sure, you're taking however many credit hours you want to, like, do that however. But I think for me, what I really struggled with a lot was making sure that I was taking enough credit hours for with grants and everything, signing up for FAFSA. You getting your grants and you get approved loan amount wise, everything like that. Luckily, I haven't had to use any loans yet, and I'm wanting it to keep that way. So if y'all really trying to help me with my college journey, make sure y'all subscribe, because we trying to get this to where I can pay for school. No shade. But it's just really hard, I think, in the first point of me getting into school, like making sure social work is what I really want to do. Like, after taking a lot of social work classes, I really love social work. I love the aspect of social work. I love all the avenues you can go down through in social work. Like, I'm wanting to get my master's, and if I get my master's, I can actually go into mental health, where I want to be a therapist. And I have way more plans on when I am a therapist, and like, having a home office, working from home, being a therapist. And I have like all these goals and dreams of what I want to do as a social worker in a professional degree based career. But I also want to branch out from that and not be just tied down to my degree, like social media wise. I want to be able to build my presence on social media and make a name for myself in that world of the entertainment business. Same thing with my podcast. I'm trying to be able to interview celebrities and get the interview game up on how to talk to people, break myself really out of this shell of what I built myself kind of as a cocoon after graduating. Because in high school, I was very rambunctious, very outgoing, always was in the front line. I was doing everything everybody else was wanting to do. But after I got out of high school, graduated, got into college, it's very easy to fall into seclusion, I'd say. Even when going to class, like, I suck at meeting new people, because every friend I've ever had always introduced themselves to me first. Like, I've never had to really introduce myself to nobody, or like reach out and make a friend. But college is everybody doing their own thing, and like, they don't really care to make friends. And I'm not gonna lie, um, at the second semester of my freshman year, like, developed depression heavy. Like, I literally failed like two classes because of it. And I was very ready to give up. Like, even thinking about it now kind of makes me want to cry because I still am going through depression, which is very vulnerable for me to say it in a video, even though I really haven't told people in my family. But I developed depression from just being in school and like I'd say more of the pressure of trying to live up to people's standards. So I ended up getting me a therapist. I currently don't have a therapist, but I am taking recommendations. So if anybody out there want to be a therapist, let me know. But I had me a therapist for a good couple months, and she helped me really realize some things. Because at first I was very, very much in denial. Like, I did not think that I had depression. I did not think. I'm not gonna say I didn't think anything was wrong, but I really just thought it was burnout. Like, I didn't really think it was nothing of the sorts. Like, I was like depressed. I'm not depressed. Why would I be depressed? But then, like, I went to my doctor, and it was like a new primary care doctor because I haven't been to the doctor in like years. Because that's a backstory for another time. But I went to the doctor and I was talking to my doctor and he was just like, "Yeah, that sounds like depression." And I was like, "Oh," because like my depressive symptoms were isolation, I'm pretty sure, not eating, which was like the biggest thing for me because I'm already skinny. Like, you can tell I've been skinny my whole life, and you can like look at me and see that. So to not eat and then lose, like, I think I lost like 10, 15 pounds from just not eating on a regular basis and just laying in bed all day and like basically being literally in like my own little cocoon coma type thing. Like, was not going to class. I just was not having a good time. Like, that second semester of my first year as a freshman was like so hard for me. And then also, like, I lost all the friends that I had. Like, I literally had at that point one friend, and I met a couple people inside of my first class for social work, my introduction to social work class. Like, I met some people in there, and I also made another friend, and they were all really nice people. I still talk to one of the girls, but I don't talk to the other two. But it was just very eye opening because I lost all my friends in the same year, except for one from high school, which I still talk to on a daily basis. Ayana, girl, Yana Ellie. Go ahead and follow her on Instagram because she gonna always pop up in my videos. That's my girl, hands down. She would never go nowhere. Like, we support each other so much, and I love her like to the moon and back. Like, y'all have no idea how much she has came through for me and showed me so much love. Is trying to push me out here and make sure I follow my passion and make sure that I really communicate with people how she know I can. And like, I don't know, I just love that girl too much. But if I start talking about her, this is gonna be a rabbit hole. But I lost all my friends from high school, basically, who I thought I was close with, and it was very hard to learn when you feel yourself growing and you're starting to develop as a person, and you thought those people would develop with you as well, that we all don't grow at the same pace. And I think that was the real sad thing for me was like I was growing as a person. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I wanted to be a businessman. I knew that I wanted to be a therapist. I knew, and I was scheduling out not my life plan, but I was kind of like putting in framework of where I want to be, where I want to go, what I want to do. And everybody else around me except for Ayana was not moving at that pace. They weren't trying to see the future from a bigger picture, which made me feel very. It just felt like the conversations were very closed off. It just felt like no, I wasn't involved in the conversations no more. The friendship really staggered, and it wasn't healthy after a while. And what I mean by healthy, it was like we could all be in a group, and I'm not spoken to once. Like I'm just sitting there by myself, headphones in, and then they'll include me every once in a while. And like I forgive it now because after reflecting on it, I'm like, I kept myself in that situation because I thought that was healthy, which in reality it's not. And it's very sad that I thought it was because, I mean, that's how I grew up as well in like my household. You get ignored and you think that's correct, which it's not. But I, I, I'm not gonna say I've rekindled the friendship, and like I'm not scared to say this either. If anybody like, if any of them watch this, because it's the truth and they can hear it from me. But I'm not gonna say I rekindled the friendship because I'm not gonna say I have enough trust in them to say it's changed because I still see the same things happening. And it's literally just in this semester where it's like you popped up now and people fall into old habits, and when you notice there's no growth, you stay standoffish. And I don't want to, I feel so bad. And that's the other thing too, like I don't know how to let a person go per se. Like I've been treated so badly by people. Like if I was here where I got it right now, and we probably will have to film one of these soon event with me together, because she will air me out. Like, so she's going to air me out. Like, because there's so many bad habits I have that I still have to this day with toxic friendships or toxic things in general. But I'll probably touch base with that more. Like, if I get Ayana to sit down and do this with me. But there's that on toxic friendships. Another thing about college that I think I should say, hmm, what should I say about college? Because college for me has, I'm literally just looking for the finish line and trying to accomplish everything I can while making to the finish line as time based as possible. So I'm trying to make sure I get all my stuff finished and I pass, and then I can actually do this, not feel stuck. Like I don't want to be in school forever because that's not a dream. I don't care. I do not want to be in school forever. Like that just seems not worth it. Whereas on the other hand, there's people that have been in school forever, and it ain't nothing wrong with that, But I'm 20, about to be 21 this December, so I already still got my whole life put ahead of me. I'm not trying to keep backtracking, which I think it feels like that a lot, especially with the previous topic about friendships. Like I keep feel like I'm backtracking, but also, okay. So for instance, with school, um, like I said, I want to be a therapist. How to view. I've been learning how to view things from another perspective a lot inside of social work classes, because the ethical approach and making sure that everything's that you're not being one sided, especially on people that you're wanting to help. Like social work is all literally about helping people, but it always depends on what field you want to be in. And especially in my field, like trying to be a therapist, being closed minded and also not knowing your own problems and struggles and developing and going through them and becoming a better person after it, I think is something that I'm trying to take away and learn about myself more than just going forward, but in the future, because I know I'm 20 years old. Come on now, like there's gonna be another hiccup, there's gonna be another hurdle, there's gonna be another problem that I go through, and to just sit here and say I'm perfect is just incorrect, or not even that I'm perfect, but that I have all my shit put together. Like that's not correct, and I don't. And I feel like that's why I wanted to start this little series, Vent with Me, because it's something that I know I can do on a regular basis and I can get these videos out to you guys. But also, it's something as because I want my YouTube channel to be a video journal of like everything that I do, like lots of the fun stuff, like memorabilia, because I suck at taking photos now. Like, I haven't lost the passion for photography that I'll say, but I don't enjoy taking pictures of people or more, but I feel like that's just a mental barrier that, we're going to talk about in a business event with me because right now this is school. But photos and stuff, like, it's just a lot with that. But I don't even know what I was just talking about. Isn't that so sad? But yeah, my YouTube channel. I started this series because I wanted it to be more one on one. And I've never seen anything like this before, like a little vent with me, or like I've seen vent sessions before inside of like small videos, but I've never seen a dedicated series to where every week, someone puts out their own problems and trying to see if you can relate to them, and then also making sure that I'm vulnerable enough with my fans because y'all know I call y'all my teasers because we be teasing them with the looks, the the face, the car. But no, I call you guys teasers because McCree teaser. It just made nice teasers. It just sounds great. But I want to be vulnerable enough so that especially if I do get to that point to where I'm big enough to have a good amount of fans and people who love me and love what I do and love the products I develop and love my personality. I want it to feel like I'm a human. You know, lots of people, it doesn't feel like that. It feels very scripted. It feels very coded. It doesn't feel like I'm talking to someone face to face. Whereas with this, it feels more face to face, more interactive. Like you can understand my struggles and leave a comment, and then I can understand your struggles. Like that's what I want to convey for these type of videos, especially the college students, because I feel like lots of college students are not heard, especially ones who still live at home. And then they feel like, because I still live at home, like I live with my grandma and I have for years. So people, they think just because you live at home, like, oh, you don't have anything to worry about. Why are you saying you're depressed? Why are you saying you're unhappy with life? Why are you like they assume that everything should be well because you still have that structure at home, where it's like, first off, you never knew home life. For me especially, you don't know if they actually live at home in a good environment, if it's with their parents. You don't know if they're stuck at home, because that's another thing. Some people can't afford it. I knew somebody who what did they do? They drove a couple hours, like they lived hours away, and like getting a dorm room, any campus is expensive per semester. So to live in a dorm and then like commute, like I'm very lucky to be able to stay home and not live far from the campus because I live maybe a maximum like 20 minutes away. So to be able to be 20 minutes away, and not have to want to stay in a dorm, because first off, I never wanted to stay in a dorm in the first place. Dorms to me are nasty. Will never do it. Uh-uh. But like I can have a friend who stays in the dorm and I'll visit. But I will not live in one. It's just I need my own dedicated space, and I feel like I won't even be there. Like I'm not like a in and out person. Like I'm not like gonna be a person that parties and stuff, because if I'm partying, I'm going to the club, no lie. Like I need a high impact. I can never sit down, because if I go somewhere and I sit down, I'm not getting up. I've told myself that plenty of times. I'm not getting up at all. I've done it plenty of times. But dorms are nasty. Personally, other people can do whatever they want, but dorms are nasty to me. But I think that's really gonna be all for this vet with me. The next session probably is gonna be a little bit longer. Don't know what the topic's gonna be about, but it's gonna be something good. So thank you guys so much for watching this new series. If you are here and you're gonna stay tuned, go ahead and drop that like and subscribe if you like this. And without further ado, stay teasing, my teasers.